Hello, dear test takers. Welcome to my Grammar for Success channel. I am Koresh Babu, a retired lecturer in English from Hyderabad. In today's video, I am going to explain the grammar questions given in the 2022 TET-I question paper. Right? All of you know pretty well that solving and practicing the previous year's question papers will surely help you get acquainted with the kinds of questions and also the framing of questions, but also help you get more confidence over the subject. Therefore, I request all of you to watch this video till the end without skipping it in the middle, so that you can have a very good idea about the question paper and about the framing of the questions also. Thank you so much. Now let's get into the video. The grammar questions in the question paper will generally begin from 61st question onwards, 61st number onwards. Okay, the 61st question is like this: who painted this? This can be understood as, so this is the question, and here he is asking you to do this. This can be understood as, this sentence is in the active voice, right? And instead of asking you to change this sentence directly into passive voice, he is asking you in a different way. So who painted this? This can be understood as means this, how to change this into passive voice. Okay, right. First of all, let us learn how to change this who painted this question into passive voice. Here you pay attention. Who means you have to say by whom, you know very well. Instead of who, you say who, by whom. If the sentence is in the past tense, we have to use two helping verbs, was or were. So since the object is in the singular number, this is the singular object, that is why was is used, and then this is used, and painted. Okay, so actually the sentence, this is the active voice sentence, and when you change this into the passive voice, the sentence should have been like this, right? And now let us see the options. By whom was this painted? Okay, that's it. So now let us see the options. Who was it painted is given. Okay, here let me tell you one very important thing. By whom, you can also say who is by. This pattern can also be used to convey this in the passive voice, right? And here, who was it painted? Of course, instead of this, the composer of this question has used it, so leave this matter, and it doesn't make any big difference. So who was it painted? Okay, this is to some extent correct, but the very important feature of the passive voice is missing. What is the very important feature of the passive voice? By, the preposition. This by is missing in this, and that's why it is wrong. Okay, and you go to the next sentence. Who was it painted by? Here who is used, and here by is used. Everything is there. Was it painted? That's correct. So this is absolutely correct. And what about the others? Whom was it painted? Whom is wrongly used. If at all you want to use, what is that? Instead of who, you should use by whom, not simply whom. That's why this is also wrong. And here, fourth one is there. It is almost correct. By whom it was painted. But here, the question order is not given. The right sentence order is given. In a question, the sentence order must be in the question order. So here, by whom it was painted. This is the right sentence order. It should have been, was it painted? This is the question order. This question order is missing in this, and that's why this is also wrong. So in this way, first one is wrong, third one is wrong, fourth one is wrong, only the second one is right. So this active voice sentence can be understood in this manner. That means this active voice sentence can be changed into this passive voice sentence like this. Okay, right, this is there. Now let's go to the next question. Okay, here 62nd one. Shall I ever see her again? He wondered. So this is the question. Okay, now you can find that this sentence is in the direct speech. Whatever the you can say matter written in the inverted commas is called the direct speech. And here he is asking in the question, this sentence can be reported as. That means how to change this direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, here what is that? Reporting verb. Wondered. Actually, reporting verb will be generally said or told, asked, inquired, like that it will be. But here it is wondered. No problem. Don't worry about the reporting verb. Okay. He wondered. And here, shall I ever see? So this is given in the simple future tense. And how to change it? Now you can, here I will change it for your convenience. Okay. he wondered, okay, he wondered. Yes, when you change the what is that ordinary speech into indirect speech, yes, what should you do? You must use if or whether. What is that? If or whether, to connect to the direct speech and reporting verb. This is the reporting verb and this is the direct speech. To connect to the reporting verb and the direct speech, we should use either if or whether. That is a rule. So here he wondered if, I am using a small word. You can also use whether. And here, shall I ever see? No, you have to change this question order into the right sentence order. What is the right sentence order? I shall ever see. This is the right sentence order. Okay. Now you change it. I shall. Okay. Always you have to change the question order into the right sentence order before you change into the indirect speech. Right. Okay. Here he wondered. And what is the sentence? I. I means who? He. So you have to change this I into he. Okay, and shall becomes actually should, but here the person has changed, therefore it will take only would. Okay, right. And ever see, okay, it won't change. The remaining sentence won't change. See her again, okay, it won't change. The remaining sentence don't change. The remaining sentence doesn't change, and if at all there are any words you can say indicating nearness, can be changed into the words indicating distance. That much only. But here there is no word indicating nearness. Okay, therefore we need not change any word. So here he wondered if he would ever see her again. That would be the right one. Now let us see the options, and if you know this correctly like this, and you can easily choose the right answer. So here he wondered if he would see her again. So if he would see her again, ever. See, this ever word is there. This ever is used at the end of the statement. That's why this is wrong. And he wondered if he would ever see her again. This is right. And he wondered if he will. In the indirect speech, will should not be used, because the reporting verb is in the past tense. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, automatically the remaining sentence should be in the relevant past tense. That is the rule. So here wondered is in the past tense, therefore it must be in the past tense. That's why will ever is not correct. Would ever you have to say. That's why this is wrong. And here he wondered if he would ever seen. So after would, past participle verb is used, ever seen. After would, should, could, may, might, we should use only base form verb. After all the modal auxiliaries, we should use a base form verb. But here he has used what is that past participle form of the verb. See, saw, seen, past participle form. That's why this is also wrong. So you have to, when you look at the question, you must think in this way very fast. Okay. Eligibility test is not that easy. So you have to use your, you can say, brains. Brains means intelligence or even smartness, and then you must quickly pick up the what is that correct answer. Okay, so here in this way, first one is wrong, third one is wrong, fourth one is wrong, only the second one is right. Okay, now in this way we have to answer the questions. Okay, now let's go to the next questions. 63rd question is there. Very few Indian kings were as great as Ashoka. So whenever you find this very few, you must immediately remember this is a third method sentence. Okay, in the degrees of comparison there are three methods. Method 1, in the method 1 there are A, B, C types are there. A type, B type, C type. Okay, that's method 1. Method 2, method 3. So in the method 3, what happens? What is that? One of the, that is the method. Third method, I am talking to you about this third method. One of the plus superlative degree adjective. Okay, this is okay, superlative degree, right? In the comparative degree, what happens? Is comparative degree plus what is that? Than most other. Okay, than most other, than many other is used. Than most other or than many other is used. Okay, in the positive degree, what is that? The sentence begins with very few. These are the three signals you have to understand. Okay, one of the plus superlative degree. In the comparative degree, what happens? Comparative degree plus than most other or than many other. In the positive degree, in the positive degree, what is that? Very few should, the sentence should begin with very few. So here very few means you must think it's a positive degree sentence. Okay. Now he is asking, this sentence can be understood as means you have we can say this is the what is that positive degree. Maybe he might give you the sentence, answer sentence in the comparative degree or superlative degree. Let us check that. Okay, options. Let us see the options. Ashoka was greater than most other Indian kings. Right. The very first one is the right one. And all other sentences, second one, third one, fourth one are wrong. It is because these sentences belong to the second sentence. What are the features of second method? Okay, second method features are there in the superlative degree. What happens? Superlative degree adjective place of all. What is that? Or superlative degree place, okay, noun. Okay, it is there. It is these are the two features of the super. Comparative degree, what is that? Comparative adjective, okay, place than, what is that? Than any other, what is that? Than all other, okay, than all other. So any one of them can be used. In the positive degree, what is that? The sentence begins with no other. So these are the main features of the second method. These are the main features of the third method. So here, see, this is the third method, and third method comparative sentence comparative degree sentence is given here, and no other. Second method, okay, Ashoka, greatest Indian king, direct, it's a second method. So this actually, Ashoka was the greatest Indian king. If you change it into comparative degree, whatever, Ashoka was greater than any other Indian king. Positive degrees, no other Indian king was as great as Ashoka. This is entirely second method. But here the question is given in the third method. So relevant third method comparative is this one only. That's why the first one is correct and all other options are wrong. Okay, this is how you have to understand. Keep all these three methods in your mind. It is very easy. Okay, right. Now let's go to the next question. There is dash use in complaint. They won't do anything about it. This is the question, and in this question there is a blank. What should be used in this blank? And to use the fitting word, we must first of all see the options. What are the options given here? Okay, what is that? A little, little, a few, few. These are the words given. Try to understand them, then you can use the word that fits in that blank. Okay, here little means hardly any. What is that? Hardly any. Okay, hardly any. Okay, that means what is that? Practically nil. Practically nil. That is the meaning of this. It conveys a negative meaning. Little means hardly any. Please remember this. And it means practically nil. There is nothing. It conveys a what is that? A negative meaning. But a little is there. A little means some. Okay, it not much, but some. It gives a positive meaning. Okay, positive meaning it gives giving. So similarly, this few is there. Few means hardly any. Okay, and practically nil. And a few means some. Okay, a few students, some students. A little water, some water. So here little means nothing, few means nothing, a little means some, and a few means some. But these two are used, a little, a few, very important. And the sum, this sum is indicates, this is used to indicate quantity, this is used to indicate number. A few buses, a few students, a few coaching centers. After a few, you must use some number, some plural noun. But here a little is there, it is used with some noun, some abstract noun. A little water, a little time, a little hope, a little success, a little use. So here, so what is to be used here? If you know the meaning of these four words. Now what? There is dash use in complaint. Use is, what is that? An abstract noun. What do you say? There is a little use in it. There is little use in complaining means there is no use at all in complaining. That is the meaning here. There is no use in complaint because they won't do anything about it. So it is negative word. There is little use means no use, literally no use, practically no use. Right. Okay, sir. So this is how we have to fill in. The second one is the right one and all others are wrong. Okay, right. 65th one. Ramesh has two brothers, but he doesn't speak to dash of them. So what to use in this blank? Right. Now let us see the options. Okay, what are the options? Let us see them. Either, neither, both, any. They are very, very important pronouns. The use of them is very important from the examination point of view. Either means, either refers to two persons or two places or two things. Either means this or that. this or that. Okay, this person or that person, this person or that person. Neither also refers to two persons or two things or two places. Neither means not this, not that. Okay, that is the meaning. Neither means not this, not that. Either means this or that. Okay, so either and neither refer only to two persons or two things or two places, right? And both is there. It indicates two, both the sons, both the daughters, both the brothers, both is used. And any is used. Any, it refers to more than two. It refers to more than two. This is important. With two, either or neither is used. With more than two, any is used. With both is there, it indicates two. Okay, both the sons, both the daughters, both the students, both the teachers, both. That is there. Right. Here, Ramesh has two brothers, but he doesn't speak. Negative sentence is there. Doesn't speak to dash of them. What do you use in this? You say, do you say doesn't speak neither? Okay, neither of them? No, because already negative one is there. That's why neither doesn't fit in here. Both is there. Both is not used with a negative verb. So this is not used. Any is not used here because any is used with more than two, because the brothers are two here, and that's why more than two is not, it is used. Any is used with more than two. That's why this doesn't fit here. Then what does it, what is the word that fits in that? Only either will fit in that, but he doesn't speak either of them. This is there. So right, wrong. This is there. Right. Now you go to the next one. Okay, 66th one. What dash was in the box? It's a question. Now let us see. Choose the correct answer to complete the sentence. Options are given. What are the options given here? You did think. What you did think was in the box? Wrong. What you had thought was in the box? Wrong. What did you think that was in the box? Wrong. What did you think in the box? This is the fourth one, is the right one, because it's a question. In the question, the order of the sentence must be in the question order. Okay, not in the right sentence order. You see, it is in the right sentence order. It is in the right sentence order. Of course, this is in the question order, but that is unnecessarily used here, and that's why this is not correct. And this is only in the did you think? Yes, you thought. Actual sentence is like this. You thought. This is the sentence. This is in the simple past tense. To change it into a question, you must say, did you think? Now, when you use this did, to change this sentence, actually, to change a sentence into a question, we have to take out the helping verb from that sentence and use it at the beginning of the sentence and rewrite that. That will become a question. He is a doctor. Okay, you see that? He is a doctor. Okay. Now turn it into a question. You just, is he a, just is he, if there is a helping verb, put it at the beginning and rewrite the sentence. Is he a doctor? It's a question. But in the simple past, there is no question. There is no helping verb. In the simple present, there is no helping verb. That's why to change the sentences that are in the simple past tense, we borrow, okay, did as a helping verb from outside. So that's why did you, when you use did you thought you should not use think, you must turn it into the base form. This is the system, you have to understand. This, you thought is the right sentence. Question is, did you think? Don't say, did you thought? No. So when you use this did, the past tense verb should be turned into the present tense verb. Okay. Right here. So this is the question. Did you think? What did you think was in the box? So this is there, right? Because this is the question. These three options are not correct. Only this one is the right one. So wrong. This is the right. Now let's go to the next question. 67th one. We haven't got dash left. Okay. Yes, we haven't dash got. What should we use in this blank? Choose the correct answer. Options are there. Any butter, the butter, a butter, some butter. You see, we haven't got. Negative statement is given. The butter doesn't fit. We haven't got the butter left. No, you don't say. We haven't got a butter. You don't say. We haven't got some butter. Because negative statement and positive things don't fit in this blank. What should we say? Any is there. Any butter. We haven't got any butter left. We haven't got any butter left, because any is used with what is that interrogative sentences and negative sentences also. Is there any sugar in the tin? Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means question. This any is used in the questions. Is there any student in the classroom? Is there any girl in the laboratory? Any is used in that way. We don't have any sugar. We don't have any sugar in the box. We don't have any homework. We don't have. So here, what is that? With a negative statement, we use only this one. Okay, these three things are not fitting in that. Okay, right. You go to the next one, 68th one. I was dashed to find that the show was dash. So here, what to use in this blank? Okay, in this blank. Let us see that. Okay, choose the correct answer to complete the sentence. 4 options are given. I was surprising, frightened. Surprised, frightening. Surprised, frightened. So it is there. What is I was? After the B form, you must use what is that? I was surprised. That should be there. Okay, I was surprised. Surprised means I felt, what is that? Surprised. Feeling surprise. I was surprised to find that the show was frightened or frightening, or what is that? What is that? The show was frightening. Frightening means what? Causing, what is that? A fear. It's a frightening experience. Frightening, what is that? A movie. Frightening means causing fear. Okay, frightening. So after this, we have to use this what is that? Continuous tense. Frightened. I was surprised to find that the show was frightening. So here, what is the right one here? Second one is right, and surprise. I was surprising, wrong. Okay, I was surprised, but here frightened is the wrong. Surprising is here, but frightening, wrong. So here only surprised in the first one and frightening is the second. So 69th one. No one believed him at first, but he dashed to be correct. Okay, nobody believed him at first, but he dashed to be correct. So what to use in that blank? Choose the correct answer. Options are given. Do you say found out? Okay. Do you say turned out to be correct, or worked out to be correct, came out to be correct? No. What to be used in that? Okay, right. Found out means discovered. What is that? Found out means discovered. So no one believed him. Okay, the statement is there. Basing on this statement, here you say, but he discovered to be correct. No. Found out means discovered. No. That this meaning, this word doesn't fit in this blank. Okay, and worked out. Worked out means solved. Worked out to be correct. No, this is also wrong. Came out to be correct. No. You say turned out. Turned out means proved to be. No one believed him at first, but later he proved to be correct. He turned out to be correct. So here the second one is the right one and all others are not correct one. So these are the phrasal verbs. Please try to understand the meaning of the phrasal verbs from the examination point of view, right? And you go to the next one, 70th one. Choose the correct sentence. Okay, here he has given, had I not seen this with my eyes, I would have not believed it. Had I seen with my eyes, I would have not believed it. Had I not. So these are all the questions. But here, this let me tell you about this had question. Had inverted, had when given, had, had means this is past perfect tense feature. The feature of past perfect tense. Whenever it is given in the inverted, inversion. Inversion means like this, inverted. So I had gone. See here, I had seen. I had seen. So this is, now you see, inversion is had I seen. This is called inversion. Inversion means like this. I had seen. Inversion is I had. Whenever you say had like this, use it. Whenever you use this had at the beginning, then it is equivalent to if. That means if I had seen. That is the meaning. It stands for if. It conveys the meaning of if. So had I not seen this with my eyes, నా కళ్ళతో నేను చూచి ఉండనట్టయితే, I would not have believed it. నేను దాన్ని నమ్మి ఉండకపోయేవాడను. That is the meaning of this, of course. Had I seen with my eyes, నా కళ్ళతో చూచి ఉండినట్టయితే, I would have not believed it. నేను నమ్మి ఉండకపోయేవాడిని. So what is there? Had I seen, had I not seen with my eyes means నా కళ్ళతో చూచి ఉండకపోయినట్టయితే. ఇక్కడ had I seen, నా కళ్ళతో చూచి ఉండినట్టయితే, చూచి ఉండకపోయినట్టయితే, చూచి ఉండినట్టయితే. చూచి ఉండినట్టయితే నమ్మకపోవడం ఏంటిది? చూస్తే నమ్ముతావు కదా. Had I not seen with my eyes, I would have believed. So here PP should be, would have, after would have, PP, past participle verb should be used. That's why, since it is not used, past participle verb is not used. This third one is wrong. and had I not seen this with my eyes, I would not have believed it. దీనిని నా కళ్ళతో చూచి ఉండనట్టయితే I would not have, yes, would not have believed it. So this is the right one, and this is not the right one, because here would have not is there. Not is given after this. Actually not, the position of this not is between this would plus would and have. Would not have you should say, but here would have not said. That's why this is also wrong. So first one, second one, third one are wrong. Only the fourth one is correct. 71. Find out the part of the sentence that has an error. Where is the error here? In summer, days are warm than nights. So A, B, C, D. These are the parts. In summer, okay. Days are B, okay. C is not okay. D is okay. Why is this a mistake? Means before this, than is used in this sentence. Than used means this than is used only after the comparative adjective. That means before than there must be used a comparative adjective, right? But here this comparative adjective is not used, and it should have been warmer than nights. Because than is used. Than means there must be a comparative adjective before that. So it is positive adjective is used here, and that's why this part has a grammatical error, right? And now options: 1C, 2D, 3A, 4B. 1C is the right one. This is there, right? Okay, right. Go to the next one. 72. Okay. He insisted on he was innocent. To improve the sentence, the underlined part has to be replaced by, what is that? Here, he insisted on. So it is to be improved. Now, let us see the options. What are the options? Insisted upon that, insisted what, insisted on that, insisted that. These are the four things. But here, remember, insist on. Whenever you use insisted on or upon, some noun is there, something that should be mentioned. Okay, or what is that? That means insisted on or upon, what is some noun is mentioned, noun must be given. Insisted on. See here, he insisted on her innocence or on his innocence. See, I insisted on the full refund of my fees. Okay, insisted on. Whenever you use on, insisted on, you must use some noun here. Okay, so insisted, after insisted on, upon also you can use an ing form verb also. Okay, ing form verb. How? See, he insisted on his being innocent. His being innocent. It is also correct. But whenever there is a sentence, he was innocent is a sentence, then you should not use on. You should say insisted that. To indicate the sentence, when insisted on is there, you cannot use the sentence after that. If this is not there, only if that is there, you can use a sentence. So therefore, he insisted that, on is dropped, he was innocent. So therefore, in here, to mention this one, insisted on should be improved. How? Insisted that. Okay, it should be improved into insisted that. Insisted upon that is wrong. Insisted what is wrong. Insisted on that wrong. These three are wrong. Only insisted that is right. So he insisted that he was innocent. Okay. 73rd one. I am annoyed dash him dash what he has done to us. Choose the correct answer to complete the sentence. So options are given: with, for, with, from, for him. So here annoyed means, you know very well, irritated. What is that? Irritated. Became angry. I am annoyed. I am very much irritated. I am irritated. Whenever, remember, with annoyed, you must always use what is that? With. I am annoyed with him. After annoyed, what is that? Annoyed. Okay, with should be, this preposition should be used, and next at should be used. Okay, actually at something, but here the sentence is differently given. Now let us see. Actually annoyed with at somebody. Okay, I am annoyed with him at his carelessness, at his rashness. So that's why after annoyed, with is used and at is used. Okay, with a person, okay, to indicate person, I am annoyed with Mohan, I am annoyed with Hari, I am annoyed with her. For some person, to indicate person, we have to use with. Something to indicate something, you have to use at. This is actually there, but here something different is given. I am annoyed with him. What is that? With is used here. Here also with is used. So for is not used here. I am annoyed, for is not there. So for things are there. In the option 2, for is there. In the option 4 also for is there. These two things are dropped. So whether this one is correct or this one correct means we after with here, according to the context you have to use only for. I am annoyed with him for what he has done. For what he has done to us. So here from what he has not correct. So that's why these three are wrong. Only this one is correct. I am annoyed with him for what he has done. Now let's go to the 74th one. The expression to turn over a new leaf means. So this new leaf, to turn a new leaf means what is that? It's an idiom. Remember, whenever you come across an idiom, you should not take its literal meaning. Literal meaning means yadhatadamainatvanti ardhamu. You should not take that, but you should take its figurative meaning. Figurative meaning means what is that? Alankara yuktamaina ardhamu తీసుకోవాలి. That is what you have to do. So to turn over a new leaf means కొత్త ఆకును తిరగేయడం అని కాదు ఇక్కడ. What is the meaning of that? Let us see here. So 4 options are given. So here, to change one's behavior for the better. The very first option is the right one and the other options are wrong. To take a decision, to read something carefully, to be cautious. So these 3 options are wrong. Only the first option is the right one. What is that? To change one's behavior for the better. అంటే ప్రవర్తన మార్చుకోవడం. I'll give you one example. He turned over a new leaf and he stopped smoking. తన ప్రవర్తన మార్చుకున్నాడు, సిగరెట్ తాగడం ఆపివేశాడు. 75th one, identify the word that has correct stress. Right, and here 4 words are given here, and in these 4 words, out of these 4 words, in the 3 words, wrong stress is mentioned, given, and only in 1 word, right stress is mentioned. Here you pay attention, pivotal. Okay, pivotal means very important. Volatile means easily changeable. Okay, changeable. Diplomacy means the skill of doing or saying something without offending others. Okay, diplomacy. So here, what is that? Opportunity. Of these 3, only this last word, opportunity, is the right. See, opportunity. So here the stress is here. So this is very important. You have to say opportunity. When stress is given, either you should stress it or drag it. Opportunity, that's the right one. Here, this is wrong. This is wrongly given. Actually, the stress should have been here. Pivotal. Here, pivotal. Here, that should be on the first syllable. Volatile. Okay, pivotal. So you have to cut the word into syllables. Then you say on the first syllable only there must be stress. Volatile. Volatile. Volatile now. But here is a volatile. No. Volatile, that's there. And here is diplomacy. Okay, this is not the right one. Diplomacy. So the stress must be on the second syllable. Diplomacy. Diplomacy. So here diplomacy. So this is getting stress. Diplomacy, pivotal, volatile, opportunity. So here in all these 3 words, first, second, third, the stress is wrongly marked, and here only in the 4th one the stress is correctly marked. So your answer is going to be opportunity. Right. Okay, now let's go to the 76th one. With the word the earth is and around, we can make a statement. The earth is round. The earth is around. These words are given separately, and with these words we can make a statement. What is that statement? The earth is round. Okay, and a question is also like this: is the earth round? Already I have told you about this. The earth is round. Okay, this is a statement. Yes, this is called an assertive sentence. Assertive sentence means ordinary sentence, regular sentence, ordinary sentence. Okay, and now you can change it into the. What should you do to change an ordinary sentence into interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence means question. What should you do? You take the helping verb and put it at the beginning. Okay, take the helping verb, put it at the beginning, and rewrite the sentence. That becomes an interrogative sentence. Is the earth round? Intonation. Is the earth round? The earth is round. Falling tone. Is the earth round? Rising intonation. Is the earth round? So this is assertive sentence, interrogative sentence. You have just changed these 2 statements slightly. The helping verb is brought to the front position. That's all. All other words are as they are. Okay. So here this is called what? Now here he says, is the earth round? Now what is the question actually? The property of language mentioned here is, what is the property of the language mentioning? The earth is round and is the earth round? What is the property mentioned here? Culture transmission? No. Arbitrariness? No. Creativity? No. Only duality of structure. Duality means structure of the sentence. You are changing. Dual, two. The same structure you are changing into another shape. So that's called duality of structure. Duality of structure means changing the same sentence into another structure, another form. So that's called. So here the property of language mentioned is duality of structure. This is the assertive sentence structure. This is the interactive sentence structure. Structure has only changed. The sentence is the same, right? Right. Now let's go to the next question. 77th one. I like apples, but they don't like me. This is the statement. Okay. The figure of speech is used in the expression is. What is the figure of speech used in this? Euphemism, personification, metaphor, oxymoron. See, you are going to be questioned in the on figure of speech also. Please therefore keep all the figures of speech in your mind, right? And euphemism means what? Using, what is that? A mild word. Okay, mild word means or pleasant word is for something unfavorable or unpleasant. This is very important. Using a mild word. ఒక మృదువైన మాటను వాడుట, ఒక కటువైన మాట కోసం, ఒక కటువైన మాటకు బదులుగా ఒక మృదువైన మాటను వాడడాన్ని దట్స్ కాల్డ్ euphemism. Very interesting. For example, instead of you say died, he died yesterday. Instead of saying died, you can say he passed away. This is somewhat harsh. అతడు చనిపోయాడు, చచ్చాడు, సబ్స్టాండర్డ్గా చాలా హార్ష్గా ఉంది. బట్ ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ బెటర్, అతడు గతించాడు, స్వర్గస్థుడయ్యాడు, స్వర్గ ప్రాప్తి పొందాడు, సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్. దే ఆర్ సాఫ్ట్ వర్డ్స్. సో అలా చెప్పడం. ఓకే, రైట్. ఫిజికలీ హ్యాండిక్యాప్డ్. ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ physically handicapped. If you say this, the people, the physically handicapped people will get hurt. ఎవరైనా ఫిజికలీ హ్యాండిక్యాప్డ్ వాళ్ళను ఈ మాటతో పిలిస్తే దే ఫీల్ అదర్వైజ్. బట్ వాట్ షుడ్ డిఫరెంట్లీ ఏబుల్డ్. డిఫరెంట్లీ ఏబుల్డ్ పీపుల్ అంటే డిఫరెంట్లీ ఏబుల్డ్ పీపుల్ అని పిలవాలి. ఇలా పిలిస్తే హర్టింగ్గా ఉంటుంది, ఇలా అంటే సబ్స్టాండర్డ్గా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇలా ఒక కటువైన మాటకు బదులుగా ఒక మృదువైన మాటను వాడడాన్ని యూఫెమిజం అంటాం, రైట్? And what is personification then? Personification means, what is that? Let me clear it. Okay, personification means attributing human qualities. Okay, human qualities. What is that? To the inanimate objects. Inanimate ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ అంటే ప్రాణము లేనటువంటి వాటికి మానవ లక్షణాలను అట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయడం, అంటే ఆపాదించడం. ప్రాణం లేని వస్తువులకు మానవ లక్షణాలు ఆపాదించడం. చూడండి, వన్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ హియర్. లక్ స్మైల్డ్ ఆన్ హర్. అదృష్టము ఆమెపై చిరునవ్వు చిందింది. అదృష్టం మనిషి చిరునవ్వు నవ్వడానికి? బట్ you are attributing some human qualities to this luck. అదృష్టం. చూడండి, ఈ అదృష్టానికి ఒక మానవ లక్షణం కల్పించి లక్ స్మైల్డ్ ఆన్ హర్ అని చెప్పి అంటున్నాను. అండ్ సిమిలర్లీ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? ఆపర్చునిటీ knocked at his door. ఆపర్చునిటీ, అవకాశం అతని తలుపు తట్టింది. అవకాశమైన మనిషి తలుపు తట్టడానికి. But what are you doing here? You are attributing some human qualities to this. Luck smiled. Okay, dancing waves. Waves danced. Waves danced. అలలు నాట్యమాడాయంట. అలలు నాట్యం ఆడతాయా? మనుషుల నాట్యం ఆడడానికి. సో ఇన్ దిస్ వే హియర్ వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? పర్సానిఫికేషన్ మీన్స్ అట్రిబ్యూటింగ్ హ్యూమన్ క్వాలిటీస్ టు ద ఇనానిమేట్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్. అంటే ప్రాణము లేని వస్తువులకు మానవ లక్షణాలు, ప్రాణం ఉన్నటువంటి మానవుల లక్షణాలు ఆపాదించి చెప్పడాన్ని పర్సానిఫికేషన్ అంటారు, రైట్? వదిలేయండి. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ కమ్స్ మెటాఫర్. మెటాఫర్ మీన్స్ వాట్? వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? మెటాఫర్ మీన్స్ implied simile. Implied simile, implied comparison, implied simile. Okay, simile means it compares one person with another person, one thing with another thing. Simile, upamalankara. Metaphor means implied simile. For example, here he is snake. He is a snake. Atadoka pamu. Atadoka pamu ante actually this implied. What is that? That should have been like this. He is like a snake. Atadoka pamu lanti vaadu. He is a snake. Direct. And comparison is direct here. Ila comparison direct ga untadi. That's called metaphor. Vale antu cheppadam. He is like a snake. Atadu pamu lanti vaadu. Just as a snake is poisonous, he is also very poisonous. ఎట్లాగైతే పాము ఎంత విషపూరితంగా ఉంటుందో అట్లాగే వాడు కూడా అంత అని చెప్పడం. సో వన్ మోర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ హియర్ టు మేక్ యూ అండర్స్టాండ్. హర్ ఐస్ ఆర్, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? హర్ ఐస్ ఆర్ డైమండ్స్. ఓ మై గాడ్, హర్ ఐస్ ఆర్ డైమండ్స్. యు ఆర్ డైరెక్ట్లీ కంపేరింగ్, no, instead of saying direct comparison, her eyes are diamonds, you had better say generally, no, her eyes are like diamonds, like diamonds. Her eyes are like. So when you say like diamonds, ఆమె కన్నులు డైమండ్స్ వలె ఉన్నవి. ఇలా వలె ఉన్నవి అని చెప్పడం సిమిలీ. డైరెక్ట్గా ఆమె కళ్ళు డైమండ్స్ అని చెప్పడం డైరెక్ట్. దిస్ ఇస్ డైరెక్ట్ చెప్పడం ఏమంటారంటే దిస్ కాల్డ్ మెటాఫర్. ఆక్సిమోరాన్ ఈస్ దేర్. Oxymoroni means what's that? Using, what is that? Using a combination, okay, a combination of two contradictory ideas or words, okay, to create some lightness or silliness. అలా చేయడం ఆక్సిమోరాన్ అంటాం. ఆక్సిమోరాన్ అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ రెగ్యులర్లీ ఇర్రెగ్యులర్. గమ్మత్తుగా ఉంది. రెగ్యులర్లీ ఇర్రెగ్యులర్. వాడు కాలేజీకి ఎప్పుడు వస్తారా సార్? వాడు రెగ్యులర్గా ఇర్రెగ్యులర్. సి యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ రెగ్యులర్లీ, దెన్ అగైన్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ ఇర్రెగ్యులర్. రెండు ఆపోజిట్ మాటలు. రెగ్యులర్లీ ఇర్రెగ్యులర్లీ. క్లియర్లీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్. ఇవి రెండు ఆపోజిట్. క్లియర్లీ అంటున్నావు, కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్ అంటున్నావు. క్లారిటీ లేకపోవడానికి కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అంటాడు. క్లియర్లీ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్, అతడు క్లియర్గా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయ్యాడు. సో సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్. ఇలాంటివన్నీ ఉంటాయి. ఎస్, డెఫనింగ్ సైలెన్స్. డెఫనింగ్ సైలెన్స్ అంటే సైలెన్స్, నిశ్శబ్దం. అంటే చెవిటితనాన్ని తెచ్చేటటువంటి నిశ్శబ్దం. అంటే మనకు చెవిటితనం వచ్చిందా అనిపించేటటువంటి నిశ్శబ్దం. ద రూమ్ ఈజ్ ఫిల్డ్ విత్ డెఫనింగ్ సైలెన్స్. అంటే ఆ రూమ్లో వెళ్ళేసరికి అరే మాకు చెవుడు వచ్చింది, ఆయన ఏం వినబడతలేదు అన్నంతగా, అంటే అంత నిశ్శబ్దంగా ఉందని చెప్పడం. ఎంత నిశ్శబ్దం అంటే ఏమీ వినిపించనంత. సో సంథింగ్ లైక్ దట్. ఇలాంటివన్నీ మనం వాడతాం. దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఆక్సిమోరాన్. అండ్ ఓకే, ఐ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ ది ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ టు ఆల్ దీస్ figures of speech. Okay, now what is used, what is apt or suitable for this, for this sentence? Come on. What is to be used here? I like apples, but they don't like me. ఇది గమ్మత్తుగా ఉన్న సెంటెన్స్ యాక్చువల్. హియర్ ఐ లైక్ యాపిల్స్. ఐ లైక్ యాపిల్స్ అంటే హియర్ ఇట్స్ ఎ మైల్డ్ వర్డ్, మృదువైన మాట. దేనికో తెలుసా? యాపిల్స్ అంటే ఇంకొక మాటలో నాన్ సెన్సికల్ టాక్, చెత్త మాటలను యాపిల్స్ అంటారు. నేను చెత్త మాటలను ఇష్టపడతాను, దే డోంట్ లైక్ మీ, అందుకే నేను వాళ్ళు ఇష్టపడరు. అంటే నాన్ సెన్సికల్ టాక్ అంటే అర్థం పర్థం లేని చెత్త మాటలు, చెత్త సంభాషణ అనే దానికి బదులుగా వాడబడ్డ యాపిల్స్. అంటే ఈ మృదువైన మాటను ఈ కటువైన మాటకు బదులుగా వాడారు కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ యూఫెమిజం అండ్ ఆల్ అదర్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ కరెక్ట్. ఇట్స్ లైక్ దట్. ఓకే, నౌ లెట్స్ గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. 78th one. We eat so that we may live. So some sentence is given and here is a syntactic device used. The syntactic device used here. Syntact means what? Syntax. Syntax ante what is that? Pertaining to the what is that meaningful arrangement of words in a sentence. Oka vakyamulo అర్థవంతమైన మాటల కూర్పును సింటాక్స్ అంటాం. ఆ సింటాక్స్ లో నుంచి వచ్చిందే సింటాక్టిక్ డివైస్. మరి ఇందులో మాటల కూర్పుకు సంబంధించిన ఏది ఇక్కడ వాడబడింది అంటున్నాడు. లెట్ us see the options here. complementation, relativization, coordination, subordination. So here, if you watch this sentence, you find this so that conjunction. So that is a subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. We have two kinds of conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. And the main what is the duty of a conjunction is to join two statements together. So here, subordinating conjunction. So here, what is that? On seeing this, we can say, so that is there. So complementation, no. Complementation means here any is it used as a complement? No. Complement means what is that? Let me explain that complement for your convenience, because it is taking some time, but you should have patience to understand this. For example, complement means what? Let me give one example. They made Mohan. Subject is there, verb is there, object is there. Okay, these are the important ingredients of a sentence. But can you make some meaning out of this? వారు మోహన్ను చేశారు. వారు మోహన్ చేస్తారు ఎక్కడైనా? ఆయన మట్టి బొమ్మన ఏమైనా చేయడానికి? So this is not giving correct meaning, complete meaning. They made Hari. These words are all the required words of a sentence are there. ఒక సెంటెన్స్ కు అవసరమైన మాటలు ఉన్నాయి, కానీ ఇవి అర్థాన్ని ఇవ్వడం లేదు. They are not making sensible sense. అర్థవంతమైన అర్థం ఇవ్వడం లేదు. So that's why here something is required. They made Mohan incomplete. ఇగో ఇక్కడ ఏదో ఒక మాట అవసరము, ఇక్కడ ఏదో మాట అవసరం, ఏదో మాట కావాలి టు కంప్లీట్ ద మీనింగ్. సో ఇక్కడ అవసరమైన ఈ మాటనే ఈ మీనింగ్ కంప్లీట్ చేస్తానికి వస్తుంది, కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఏమంటారంటే కాంప్లిమెంట్ అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, దే మేడ్ మోహన్ క్యాప్టెన్. నౌ యు సీ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ దిస్. దే మేడ్ మోహన్ క్యాప్టెన్. వారు మోహన్ను క్యాప్టెన్ గా చేశారు. ఇట్స్ గివింగ్ ఫుల్ మీనింగ్. ఇలా అర్థాన్ని పూరించడానికి వచ్చినటువంటి ఈ మాటను కాంప్లిమెంట్ అంటారు. కాంప్లిమెంటేషన్ అంటే అర్థమైంది కదా. మరి ఇక్కడ సో దట్ వీ మే లివ్ అని ఇక్కడ కాంప్లిమెంట్ గా వాడారు? నో. రిలేటివైజేషన్ ఇది రిలేటివ్ ప్రొనౌన్? నో. ఇక్కడ రిలేటివ్ ప్రొనౌన్స్ యు నో వెరీ వెల్. హూ, హూమ్, హూస్, వాట్, విచ్, దట్. ఓకే, ఇవన్నీ కూడా రిలేటివ్ ప్రొనౌన్స్. అండ్ నౌ హియర్ యు సీ దిస్ కాంప్లిమెంట్. నో. కోఆర్డినేషన్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఎ కోఆర్డినేటింగ్ కంజంక్షన్. Okay, that's why it's not correct. It is a subordinating conjunction. Therefore, you can find in the subordination. We eat so that we may live. మేము జీవించగలందులకు మేము భుజిస్తాము. See the Telugu meaning of this. But since it is a subordinating conjunction, this called subordination syntactic device is used in this, right? 79th one. The general service list of English words, GSL, is associated with. You see, general service list of English words, GSL, okay, is associated with what? So here are mentioned 4 options. Bilingual method is associated with the bilingual method? No. Bilingual method means using what is that? The local language to teach the target language. English చెప్తూ తెలుగును వాడుకుంటూ ఇంగ్లీష్ చెప్పడు. ఇప్పుడు నేను అదే చేస్తున్నానుగా, అప్పుడప్పుడు ఐఎమ్ యూజింగ్ సమ్ తెలుగు. సో దిస్ bilingual method is that. Grammar translation method, మొత్తం గ్రామర్ ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేసి చెప్పడం, that is called grammar translation method. This is also not correct. And direct method means English to English. So here this general service list of English words is associated with Dr. West's new method. This is the right. Let me tell you about this Dr. Michael West అనేటటువంటి వాడు ఒక గ్రేట్ ఎడ్యుకేషనిస్ట్. In 1953 what happened? He what is that published 2000 words as general service list of English words. 2000 మాటలు సరిపోతుంది ఒక వ్యక్తి నేర్చుకుంటే గనక. he can speak wonderful English, he can understand English, he can speak English అంటూ చెప్పిన సిద్ధాంతం ఆ న్యూ మెథడ్ ఈ డాక్టర్ మైకల్ వెస్ట్ చెప్పిన విషయం అది. సో 1953లో ఈ 2000 వర్డ్స్, అఫ్ కోర్స్ ఆ 2000 వర్డ్స్ ఇప్పటికి మనకు వచ్చినా కూడా వీ కెన్ స్పీక్ వండర్ఫుల్ ఇంగ్లీష్. 2000 మాటల ఆ పదజాలాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే ఆ వొకాబులరీని జనరల్ సర్వీస్ లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ వర్డ్స్, జిఎస్ఎల్ అంటారు. కాబట్టి ఈ జిఎస్ఎల్ ఎవరు కనుక్కున్నారు? డాక్టర్ వెస్ట్స్ న్యూ మెథడ్. ఇంగ్లీష్ ఇలా నేర్చుకోవచ్చు అని ఒక మెథడ్ కనుక్కొని చెప్పినటువంటి. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ లైక్ దట్. అండ్ నౌ లెట్స్ గో టు ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. ద ప్రాసెస్ ఆఫ్ డిటర్మైనింగ్ ద చేంజెస్ ఇన్ బిహేవియర్ త్రూ ఇన్స్ట్రక్షన్. అంటే బోధన ద్వారా ఒక స్టూడెంట్లోని బిహేవియరల్ చేంజెస్ను డిటర్మైన్ చేసేటటువంటి బోధన ద్వారా ఒక స్టూడెంట్లో వచ్చేటటువంటి మార్పులను మరి గమనించేటటువంటి పద్ధతిని ఏమంటారు? ఏంటిది? వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? టెస్ట్ అంటారా, evaluation antara, measurement antara, assessment antara? As far as my knowledge goes with this question, I cannot say this is not the right one, this is not the right one, this is not the right one. Only evaluation is the right one, because evaluation means testing the student every day. It's a continuous process through written tests, oral tests, okay, quizzes, okay, interviews, like that. Evaluation is there. Through evaluation, the teacher tries to find out the changes that occur in what is that, in the students. Okay, and assessment is done at the end of the academic year or at the end of the course. ఒక కోర్స్ అయిపోయినాక, ఒక అకాడమిక్ ఇయర్ అయిపోయినాక చేసే ఆ మదింపును, ఆ జడ్జిమెంట్ను, ఆ ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ అసెస్మెంట్ అంటారు. రెగ్యులర్గా చేసే ఆ మదింపును ఎవాల్యుయేషన్ అంటారు. ఇది రెగ్యులర్ ఎవ్రీడే జరిగేది, ఇదేమో కోర్స్ అంతా అయిపోయాక. As far as my knowledge goes with this question, this evaluation is the correct answer. 81 to 85, what is that? There are 5 questions, and you have to answer those 5 questions after reading the passage given here. Please, now let us read the passage. Okay, it's a big passage. I'll give you the meaning of it very briefly. Quickly, let us read it. An optical fiber. So it is, when I say optical fiber, you immediately remember the internet. Okay, now you get internet and all that because of this, through this optical fiber only. Okay, the optical fiber system consists of 3 basic parts. It has got 3 parts. What's it? Transmitting equipment that transfers electrical signals into light pulses. That is one, okay, part is there in that. The optical fiber itself, and receiving gear that acts as a light detector. So in this optical fiber system, there are 3 parts. Transmitting means spreading or sending signals, sending equipment, that transmitting equipment is there, and it transforms electric signals into light pulses. Electric signals are turned into light pulses or waves. The optical fiber itself, okay, and receiving gear that acts as a light detector. The fiber is, what is this fiber? Fiber means, what is that? A kind of wire, twisted together in a cable. మనం కేబుల్లో చూస్తుంటాం, ఒక చిన్న వైర్లు ఉంటాయి. అన్ని చిన్న వైర్ల మీద నుంచి ఒక ప్లాస్టిక్ వేసేస్తారు. మీరు కేబుల్ చూడండి, లోపల వైర్లు ఉంటాయి, ఇట్లా చుట్టబడి ఉంటాయి. ఎస్, ఓకే, యూ టేక్ ఎనీ కేబుల్ ఆర్ యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్. ఫైబర్ ఈజ్ ఏ థిన్ స్ట్రాండ్, ఒక సన్నటి ఒక ఫిలమెంట్ లాంటిది, ఒక థ్రెడ్ లాంటిది. ఇట్స్ ప్యూర్ గ్లాస్, ప్యూర్ గ్లాస్తో చేసినటువంటిది. యూజువల్లీ మేడ్ ఆఫ్ సిలికాన్ అండ్ అదర్ మెటీరియల్స్ సచ్ యాజ్ జెర్మేనియం లాంటి, సిలికాన్ లాంటి వాటితో తయారు చేసిన సన్నటి ఒక గ్లాస్తో చేసినటువంటి ఒక సన్నటి ఒక వైర్ను, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ స్ట్రాండ్ అంటారు. ద గ్లాస్ స్ట్రాండ్ హ్యాస్ 2 parts. ఈ గ్లాస్ స్ట్రాండ్ లో దేర్ ఆర్ 2 parts. ఏ లైట్ ట్రాన్స్మిటింగ్ కోర్, ఓకే, ఏ లైట్ ట్రాన్స్మిటింగ్ కోర్, లైట్ ను ట్రాన్స్మిట్ చేసే కోర్ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, అండ్ ఏ స్పెషల్ గ్లాస్ కోటింగ్ దట్ కీప్ ద లైట్ ఫ్రమ్ స్ట్రేయింగ్, అండ్ దెర్ విల్ బి ఏ స్పెషల్ గ్లాస్ coating that on that core there will be a special glass coating. Okay, it will keep the light from straying means from going out or escaping, right? The fiber, of which there are several types suited for different kinds of tasks. This fiber is used for different purposes, right? Is merely the medium through which the light flows. And if this fiber means, what is that? Just a wire, cable, through which what happens? Light flows. That is only the job it does. An average cable consists of about 75 fibers. In a cable, you can find 75 fibers. Fibers means small wires. Thin wires are called fibers. Okay, 75 fibers will be there in the cable. You just try to see, because everywhere along the road you can find the what's that internet cable wire falling across the road and here and there, and you pick up one small cable and you watch in that, and you can find some cables. 75 fibers are there in that cable, right? And the light impulses are generated either by laser. ఈ లైట్ ఇంపల్సెస్ ఎలా జనరేట్ అవుతాయి? ఐదర్ బై లేజర్ ఆర్ లైట్ ఎమిటింగ్ డియోడ్స్, లెడ్స్ ద్వారా కానీ లేజర్ ద్వారా కానీ, ఇవన్నీ లైట్ ఇంపల్సెస్ లైట్ వేవ్స్ అంటారు. ఇంపల్సెస్ మీన్స్ వేవ్స్. జెర్క్స్, light jerks or light waves are generated either by laser or light emitting diodes, LEDs. If the signals have to travel far, they may be boosted at a certain point. మరి ఈ ఇంటర్నెట్ సిగ్నల్స్ ఫాస్ట్ గా పంపించేటప్పుడు they lose their, after certain distance, they lose their strength and they become weak. అందుకే అక్కడక్కడ మనకి ఏం చేస్తుంటారంటే ఏమిటి టవర్స్ కడుతుంటారు. ఏం టవర్స్ అవి? ఇంటర్నెట్ టవర్స్ కడుతుంటారు. కాబట్టి అక్కడ దాకా వచ్చిన సిగ్నల్స్ ఈ టవర్ గుంజుకొని మరింత దానికి ఎనర్జీ యాడ్ చేసి మరింత పుష్ చేస్తుంది అలా. సో అలా కేబుల్ టవర్స్ అవన్నీ కడుతుంటారు, కేబుల్ టవర్స్, రైట్. లేజర్స్ ఆర్ బెటర్ ఫర్ లాంగ్ డిస్టెన్సెస్. ఈ లేజర్స్ మాత్రం ఎంత దూరమైనా బూస్టింగ్ లేకుండా, అంటే ఇంకా వేరే మధ్యలో టవర్స్ లేకుండా వెళ్ళిపోతుంటుంటాయి. బట్ లెడ్స్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్ అండ్ మోర్ రిలయబుల్. లెడ్స్ అనేటటువంటి వాటి ద్వారా కూడా మరి సిగ్నల్స్, ఇంటర్నెట్ సిగ్నల్స్ పాస్ అవుతుంటాయి. బట్ దే ఆర్ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్, చాలా ఖరీదైనటువంటి, బట్ రిలయబుల్. ఈ లేజర్ కంటే ఇవి చాలా రిలయబుల్ అంటున్నాడు. రీసెర్చ్ ఈజ్ ఫోకస్డ్ ఆన్ క్రియేటింగ్ బెటర్ అండ్ లెస్ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్ లైట్ సోర్సెస్. మరి లేజర్ ఈ రీసెర్చ్ ఈజ్ బీయింగ్ డన్ ఆన్ వాట్ ఈస్ క్రియేటింగ్ బెటర్ అండ్ లెస్ ఎక్స్పెన్సివ్ లైట్ సోర్సెస్. ఇన్ దట్ కేస్ ద ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ లేజర్స్ అండ్ లెడ్స్ విల్ డిక్లైన్. ఇలా ఒకవేళ ఫ్యూచర్లో కనుక వాళ్ళు రీసెర్చ్ చేసి తెలుసుకుంటే ఈ లేజర్స్ యొక్క, లెడ్స్ యొక్క ప్రైసెస్ డౌన్ అవుతాయని చెప్పడం. ఇట్ ఈస్ బిలీవ్డ్ దట్ ఇన్ నో టైమ్ ద కాపర్ కేబుల్స్ విల్ బి రిప్లేస్డ్ బై ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్. ఈ ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్ కేబుల్స్ వల్ల వచ్చినటువంటి వాటిని, ఈ వాటితో ఈ కాపర్ కేబుల్స్, నవడేస్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ కాపర్ కేబుల్స్. దిస్ ఈజ్ అన్ అవుట్డేటెడ్ సిస్టమ్ అండ్ ద లేటెస్ట్ సిస్టమ్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ఆప్టిక్ ఫైబర్, ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్. ఫైబర్తో చేసినటువంటి, ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్తో ఉన్నటువంటి కేబుల్స్ వాడుతున్నారు. వాటితో మనకు ఫాస్ట్గా 5G రావాలంటే అట్లాంటిదే ఉండాలి. ఈ కాపర్ కేబుల్స్తో 5G రాదు, అంత ఈజీగా రాదు. సో దాని ట్రావెల్, లైట్ అనేది అట్లా ట్రావెల్, ఆ ఇంపల్సెస్ ట్రావెల్ కావు, ఆ సిగ్నల్స్ ట్రావెల్ కావడం కష్టం అవుతుంది. సో యాజ్ ద ట్రాన్స్మిట్ ఎ గ్రేట్ డీల్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ వెరీ క్విక్లీ. మరి ఈ కాపర్ కేబుల్స్ కంటే ఈ ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్ ద్వారా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ క్విక్గా వస్తుంది. ఈ రోజుల్లో ఇఫ్ యూ జస్ట్ నెట్లో కానివ్వండి చూస్తే మీరు క్విక్గా యూ కెన్ యాక్సెస్ టు మూవీస్, యూట్యూబ్ వీడియోస్, వాట్ నాట్, ఎనీథింగ్ విత్ ఇన్ సెకండ్స్ it will appear on your screen, mobile screen or your laptop screen and all that. So it's a very beautiful passage about science. And now basing on this passage there are given 5 questions. Let us answer those questions. Now I cannot go back to this, please. Okay, right. Now answer the following questions choosing the right option. Right. What are the things? 81st, the advantage of the optical fiber. According to the passage, okay, signals which travel through it do not need boosting. No. It is less expensive than glass traditional cables. No. It is durable than copper cables. Of course this may be correct, but according to the passage this is not correct, but it transmits information very quickly. This is only correct. Right. And we cannot go back to the passage, please. I'm very sorry, I cannot move this back. The glass coating on the strand means on the wire, glass coating is there. Why is that glass coating? Holds the bundles firmly. No. Keeps the impulses from escaping. Right. Detect signals. No. This is transmit signals. Here this glass coating on the strand is to keep the impulses from escaping. That in the passage it is given from straying. Straying means from going out, from escaping. Right. 83rd one. LEDs are better than lasers in case. LEDs, these are signals. Okay, lasers, these are also signals. Laser signals and LED signals. LEDs are better than lasers in the case of. So lasers kante LEDs better antunnadu. ఏ విషయంలో? Yes, copper cable is not available now. Reliability is more important than expensive. ఖరీదు ఎక్కువనే కావచ్చు కానీ రిలయబిలిటీ ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది వీటిలో. These LED signals are expensive, but they are reliable. Laser I can say signals are there. They are of course they may be cheap, but they are not that reliable because you cannot get signals very fast. So let's say reliability is more important than. In the case of this, these LEDs are better. Okay, so this is the right one. And the expenditure matters. No. Signals need to travel a long way. No. So this is there. And the 84th one is there. From the text it can be understood that. What is to be understood from the text? The use of lasers and diodes, LEDs will decline. No, this is not. We have learned from the text or passage. Fiber optics will become affordable and widely used. This is correct. In the future, okay, in the near future, this fiber optics, everywhere fiber optics, even right now you can find fiber optics being used extensively. ఇప్పటికీ జగమంతా ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్గా వాడుతున్నారు. ఒకప్పటి కాపర్ కేబుల్స్ వాడడం లేదు. మీరు రోడ్ పక్కన చూస్తే అన్ని కేబుల్స్ పడిపోయి ఉంటాయి. అవన్నీ తొలగించేసి దే ఆర్ యూజింగ్ ద ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్. ఓకే, దీనివల్ల మెసేజెస్, సిగ్నల్స్ చాలా వేగంగా వెళ్ళిపోతుంటాయి, చాలా క్విక్గా పోతుంటాయి. ఇక్కడ చూసాము. సో ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్ విల్ బికమ్ అఫోర్డబుల్, చాలా చౌకగా అందరికి అందుబాటులో ఉంటాయి. అండ్ విల్ ఆర్ వైడ్లీ యూజ్డ్, విస్తృతంగా వాడబడతాయి. దిస్ ఇస్ ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్. కాపర్ కేబుల్స్ విల్ రిప్లేస్ ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్. నో, బోత్ కాపర్ కేబుల్స్ అండ్ ఫైబర్ ఆప్టిక్స్ విల్ బి యూజ్డ్. నో. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద రైట్ వన్. అండ్ యూ గో టు ద లాస్ట్ వన్. So here the function of the core is the function of the core is transform signals, no, detect signals, no, create signals, no, transmits signals. The function of the core transmits signals. Transmit means it sends signals, it spreads the signals, right? Transform means changes signals. Detect means find out signals. Create means create. Okay, transmit means send out. send out signals. So this fiber, the core, the duty of the core is to transmit signals. So in this way, 5 questions are okay. Now let's go to the last 5 questions. 86 to 90, again 5 questions are given. So the following passage has 5 numbered blanks. For each blank, 4 alternates are given. So he has given you a passage. In that passage, 5 blanks are given, and for each blank 4 alternatives are mentioned. You have to choose the most accurate or relevant option in the blank. Okay, here you just read the passage. Okay, when you plant a tree, you are helping your environment. Okay, you are helping your environment, surroundings, dash many ways. What should we use in the dash many ways? Okay, you have to say your tree will provide a home and food for dash creatures. It will hold dash soil in place. It will provide dash in the summer. You can watch it grow, and someday, after some years, show your children, even grandchildren, the tree you dash. So in this way there are there, and let us see, because I cannot come back to this slide, because I write something there. When you plant a tree, you are helping your environment dash many ways. Dash many ways means what should we use? In many ways, or on many ways, or for many ways, or before. You have to use only in many ways. 86th one is there, and then go to the next one. 87th one is there. What is the 87th one? Your tree will provide a home and what is that? Food for dash creatures. Food for dash creatures. Any other creatures? Some other creatures? Some another creatures? Wrong. Any other creatures? Wrong. And another creatures? Wrong. Other creatures is right. So here it is like that, because I cannot go back to that previous slide because of this problem. That's why now I'm reading it from my iPhone. And here, what is that? Let's go to the next 88th one. What is that? It will hold dash soil in place. It will hold dash soil. Dash soil means some soil, or all soil, or the soil, or a soil. What do you use? All soil, the soil? No, sir. Some soil. When you plant something, it will hold some soil. ఆ మొక్క కొంత మట్టిని, అది కొంత భూమిని ఆక్రమిస్తుంది. Okay, and then comes and 89th one. 89th one is there. What's that? Options are given: glimmer, shade, and the question is like this: it will provide dash in the summer. It will provide glimmer in the summer, or shade in the summer, or shadow in the summer, or twilight. What is that? Glimmer not correct, shadow not correct, twilight not, shade ante needa. What is the difference between shade and shadow? Shadow has a shape, but shade does not have any shape. Shade ante needa, chettu needa, ఒక నీడ, మామూలు నీడని షేడ్ అంటాం. షాడో అంటే ఒక రూపంతో కూడినటువంటి నీడను షాడో అంటాం. Last question is here. What is that? 19th one. I read this. 19th one. You will watch it grow someday. After some years, show your children, even grandchildren, the tree you dash. The tree you dash. What do you do after some years? Now you can show your children or your grandchildren the tree. Yes, you plant or you will be planted. You will plant or planted. You plant wrong. Will be planted wrong. Will plant wrong. Planted is right. నీవు నాటిన ఆ మొక్కను నీ పిల్లలకు కానీ, నీ మనవరాలు కానీ చూపించుకోవచ్చు కొన్నాళ్ళ తర్వాత అని చెప్పి దీని అర్థం. Dear test takers, thank you so much for watching this video, and I am also going to upload as many as 6 more videos on TET previous papers. Okay, 2017 paper 1, paper 2, 2016 paper 1, paper 2, 2012 paper 1 is these 5 question papers are ready with me, and 2022 paper 2 is also available, and all these 6 videos I am going to upload very shortly, and only in accordance with your response to this video. దీని పట్ల మీరు చూపించే రెస్పాన్స్ని బట్టి మిగతా వీడియోలు అప్లోడ్ చేద్దామనే ఒక ఆలోచన. దయచేసి ప్లీజ్ కన్సిడర్ సబ్స్క్రైబింగ్ టు మై ఛానల్, అండ్ ఇఫ్ పాసిబుల్ ప్లీజ్ షేర్ దిస్ వీడియో విత్ యువర్ నియర్ అండ్ డియర్ వన్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ for watching this video once again, and now until then, bye, see you all of you. Right.